Hello. How's it going? So I wanted to do just a quick rundown of what happened with the girl who tried to escape Scientology. And I'm going to let me bring up Nora's YouTube. Her and Kelly did a really good breakdown of the whole timeline. It is really long, and obviously I'm not going to play everything, but I wanted to go through a couple of points in the video. And I think this is the part when Kelly sees the person.
Wasn't running down Catalina. It's possible she was running straight down Fountain. Okay, but in the interim where your camera was pointed down, unless you have a recollection of her crossing that street or crossing over, but she just appears there. The logical thing is, looking at her running gait, is that she was coming down Fountain. Go ahead.
No, pardon me. Okay. This was sign language for, I think you're on to something.
Okay, good. So it looks like she had been running for a bit down Fountain. Okay, and this is where the slowdown comes in handy.
Yeah.
So I've listened to this 10 times. She says, "Do you know where the liquor mart is?" And I had to slow it down to be able to hear that. So she says, "Excuse me." You say yes. She says, "Do you know where the liquor mart is?" And then you say, "No, I'm sorry, I don't."
Yeah. So this is the first encounter with the girl, and Kelly tells her no, she doesn't know where the liquor store is. And then later, right here, I think.
Space, eh? I guess that's all calls to the police, huh?
This is where they encounter
what was the report?
Dad in the car.
What's a 415? I'm common folk.
Public disturbance.
Public disturbance. Oh, yeah.
Where is it at?
Oh, I think that might have been them.
I don't know.
So now you're trying to imply that the people who left, who had called 911 for their daughter, are the people that were reporting, and not.
Yeah. Well,
no. So what were you saying? Did somebody else roll up then?
I was pointing at that point down. I don't know. Again, the
right,
delay. I
can't
remember.
Up. Yeah.
I was pointing to the man that speaks Spanish. That's the main controlling, very close to my body, Santos top security. But
right, those two guys.
So at this point, they did encounter, the dad was in a car and said something or asked something to the police officers. And then he ended up speeding off. I don't know exactly when they saw the Scientology security guard run down the street on his bike, but that is in the timeline before they get to her. Hold on. Here we go. So this is at the neighbor's house that she went to.
So now he's talking to his daughter and saying, "How did she disappear when you were with her?" Okay, because obviously they're sisters. Yeah. They were supposed to be together, and one of them took off. Now she's getting bitched out by both her parents because.
No, sorry, I'm so sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm so fired up about this, so I'm going to be a little. And also, I have no filter, no sleep. If we could replay that with the audio, unless you already know that's what he said, I think that's key info and intel I need to add to the police reports.
Yeah, we'll replay that. Let me slow it down. Let me slow it down a little bit so you can hear it better.
But also, I know that DOA, when he was filming them, he said, "Is that your mom?" And she said, "No." And that is corroborated by the young lady that ran away.
Yeah, I think this is like that's why I said it might be just his person. I think it's his girlfriend or something that was with him, because I have evidence of who this man is and his relations and his relationship with Scientology coming up here in a minute. But I just want to get to, like, there's a few key moments here, and I'll play this for you at half speed so you can see it.
Fucking hell, I can't believe I...
So that's the girl there. At first, when I was watching this, the night it happened, I thought that she had no shoes on, but someone said that she did have shoes on. I think her pants are just long, but she still doesn't look like, that put together.
Back, giving them space,
And I don't really like the way that he's like holding on to her.
From a parent point of view, I know that there was like a lot of debate last night about him, in Scientology terms, seeing her around, like directing this young girl around. Now, I have had to handle things where something is happening with one of my kids and the other kid's freaking out because of the thing that's happening with the one kid. So when I look at his motions and how he's holding his daughter, I don't see somebody who is trying to control what she's saying or doing, other than, like, I'm a parent, I'm trying to be in charge here, and this one's freaking out, and I still don't know what's happening with the other one, right? So his attention is like divided, and then he's got this lady here, I don't know who she is in relationship to himself or whatever, but like, clearly this girl is not super comfortable around this lady, like she's not her jam.
Yeah.
And so he's like,
and one of the things that I guess I heard, and I'm not sure if this is absolutely correct, I think that the biological mother has full custody of them, and he's a Scientologist, and the mother is not. If that is wrong, please correct me. But I don't even really want to go through like a lot of it, because I want you to go and look at Nora's video. But like, there's a lot of good information in here. I should have timestamped where that one thing was where she talked about running away.
She's making money for this, and you guys are allowing it, right? Okay. And there's only one way that he would know you were a streamer, is if they have like information. You know how you guys put up flyers?
Then I said, if he starts in on me, I just want a different car now.
Anything here, they can record, they can...
It's a different kid.
Was in shadow on your footage just because of the angle. So then she steps back with her dad. You guys, my back end plenty of times, not on my boot.
No, it's because hope is there.
Thank you.
No way.
So this guy's telling you that this girl came and asked for help because hope is needed.
Help is,
he said help is needed. Yeah. It's very, very important to know that this girl found somebody who actually wanted to help her out and was concerned about her well-being.
Yep.
I can't really come in the suit or anything. Fuck.
Thank you.
He had 2 security guards coming from.
I know that's...
So when he arrived, this is important information, because Kelly got there later than the dad. When he arrived, not 1, 2 security guards from PAC, so Odo and somebody else, were there with the dad to attempt to retrieve his...
And then the dad says that he's not a Scientologist, which is, or I don't know if he said he wasn't a Scientologist, or if he was just like, my daughter's not a Scientologist, but she was running from the Scientology building. And also, sir, why is it security guards there? And if you're that worried about your daughter running away, why did you not call the police? This is how they do it.
His daughter, not police. Okay. I really want you guys to understand that the police were not with him at
just
that
going
moment.
Through it a little bit. Just wanted to make sure people knew that this
went with him
occurred
to try and retrieve this girl. As somebody who has run away,
this is good information,
from Scientology multiple times, I can tell you
very heartbreaking.
That is part of the drill. Security shoved their way into my parents' house looking for me when I had run away. like pushed my elderly stepfather, who at the time was in his 80s, okay, to ransack their home to look for me.
That's insane. Just very insane. But yeah, go and give Nora a follow. Also, what is Kelly's? Because I want to make sure people know to follow Kelly as well. Crap. Intuitive something? Oh man, I am so bad. If I don't think I can pull Kelly's up right now because I cannot remember what her thing is. Does anybody else remember? Hi T. No, me neither, which share. Does everybody here follow Kelly? Shoot, what is Kelly's rage in Scientology? The intuitive something, right? Inquirer. Yes, there it is. Okay, so I'm also going to put that in here. So please go follow Kelly. She did a really good job that night. All the streamers did. There's multiple angles. I think DOA was streaming on his lore of DOA, or lore, right? Lore of something. The lore of DOA. I think that's right. But I definitely put Nora's in the description. So I highly suggest that people go watch this because it really gives good information. She gives a rundown of how Scientology retrieves someone, how all that went down. And obviously, if you're not like a relative of the person, you will not have any legal right to know any information about that person. So even though people were, looking or like trying to get information, they did a good job at trying, but obviously we're not going to know exactly what happened at the police station because we are not entitled to that information. I just really hope that she did not get in trouble. She probably did. I have no idea. I feel really bad for this person, and both her and her sister were trying to run. Oh man. So I'm glad that this was filmed. I'm glad that we have multiple angles, multiple people were there. This is the first time that we have had this kind of thing be on film, catch on film. Obviously, we don't want this kind of stuff to happen, but we want them to know that they have help if they need it from the protesters that are there. I just really hope that she wasn't too scared to try and get help. What was told to the protesters or to people from the dad was that she was having a mental health crisis or an episode, he said. Again, who knows exactly what happened and why they ran, but I could not sleep, and I've had pretty poor sleep since. Like, I am so proud of the protesters that are out there that are doing the work that they need to do, and they're doing it very well. Like, there wasn't anything else people could do in that instance because it's a legal thing. So the only thing you can do is just keep your camera up. So go and follow Kelly, please, and go and watch Nora's video that she did with Kelly. Again, it is a long one, but it shows the entire timeline of that day and how it went down. And Nora gives really good information and breaks down how Scientology does this stuff. So with that being said, I am going to head off. I have a bunch of therapy sessions today. I have 2. I finally found a new psychiatrist that can prescribe medication. I'm going to have them really look into my bipolar disorder and see if I need a med switch back onto like another mood stabilizer or what. I have no idea. I just know that this year has really sucked. And my bipolar has been really shitty. And I really want to get it more control over it, especially if stressful things can trigger my mania or my depression. I just want a good, jumping off point to keep things in check. And I'm still doing EMDR, so I'm doing really good work on keeping myself in check and keeping my trigger responses down so that I can continue to help people. So with that being said, I bid you adieu. And if you're looking forward to the podcast with Mama and John Van Geest, we're not doing it tomorrow, but we're going to reschedule it for Thursday. And it's going to be about Lizzie Borden. So I'm going to be streaming on both Mama's channel and mine. And that way we can, bring more audience over to the podcast. We don't do a dual stream very often, but when it comes to like a really big topic that I want to really get out there that I am like super excited about, I'll sometimes double stream. So look forward to that. And I think that will be at 1:00 Pacific Standard Time. So 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock East Coast time. Yes. So hopefully I see you there on Thursday. Love y'all. Bye.